I've been a real estate agent for 16 years, and I have seen the real estate market bottom out in the foreclosure market and skyrocket in 2021, 2022. So I've seen it all. And I have seen thousands of homeowners, sellers, make these 9 mistakes that flush thousands of dollars of their equity straight down the drain. Now, most agents will tell you what you want to hear to get their sign in the yard and get you to sign the listing contract. What I'm about to tell you today is what you need to hear to be able to get to the closing table and get a check. And not just any check, but for the most amount of money. One of these truths include a neighbor of one of my listings that refused to hire an agent to prove a point and lost over $100,000. If you're thinking of selling in 2026, you do not want to ignore these 9. Truth number 1, most sellers will prioritize commission when hiring an agent, and they won't even look at the bottom line. I see it every single year. Sellers will fight an agent over 1% in commission, but then they hire a discount agent that lacks the expertise, the experience, and the marketing budget to get the highest price possible. At the end of the day, you don't take a commission percentage to the bank. You take the net proceeds. And if you do sell and you save $5,000, you didn't save $5,000. You actually lost $15,000 because the agent sold the property for $20,000 less what the expert agent could have gotten you. Stop looking at the fee and start looking at the net. It's crazy that sellers will only hire based on commission. Who's the lowest? Who's the lowest? Who's the lowest commission? And then when closing comes, they don't even look at the commission. They don't even look at, they just go straight to the net and go, how much money am I getting? Every single time. Truth number 2, never hire the agent that agrees with your price to get you to sign a listing contract. Being in this industry for 16 years, it still happens today. The yes agent will tell you, yeah, I can get you, yeah, let's go with that price, yeah. Knowing it's overpriced, but agreeing with you to convince you to sign their listing contract. So they could put their sign in the yard for leads, and they can beat you up later on the price, and they could secure you into a contract for 6 months. And then 6 months later, your listing, your house is stale, you're frustrated, you wind up firing the agent, even though the data told you the truth from day one. Hire the agent that tells you the truth about the price from day one, not the one that strokes your ego. Truth number 3, fear is the biggest deal killer in the business. Sellers are so afraid of making the wrong mistake, like missing out on a hypothetical higher price next month, that they won't make the smart decision now. Real estate is emotional, but fear leads to stagnation. I've actually seen people walk away from an offer because they thought they could get a higher price, only to sell for $30,000 less 4 months later. Trust the data, not the fear. Truth number 4, and this still baffles me, for sale by owners. For sale by owners think they're beating the system. I get it. You don't want to pay the commission. I recently sold a house for $588,000, and the next door neighbor wanted to sell but refused to use an agent because he wanted to save on commission. He did all the work, handled all the legal mess, negotiated everything, and sold for $482,000. He saved maybe $15,000 in commission, but lost about $70,000 in his pocket. The math never lies, but the ego does. Truth number 5, your motivation is what sells the house, not the price you want or you hoping to get. If you don't have to move or don't need to move, then you will overprice your house and create an overpriced listing that will sit and will not sell. I've learned that no amount of marketing or open houses that I hold or, ads that I run or notification, it does not matter. It still won't sell. When a seller is motivated, they will fix the issues and price it right. When they aren't, they create stagnant listings that sit on the market forever and punishes them. Truth number 6, a smooth talking, charismatic agent is not what saves the deal. Communication does. You need a relentless communicator to work for you. You don't need an agent that just goes into radio silence once they get your listing. That is crazy to me. You need an agent that can stay on top of the lender, the inspector, the appraiser, the attorneys, the buyer's agent, everyone. You don't need a rock star that takes 200 listings and just see if they sell or not. You need a project manager to be able to communicate with everyone to get you all to the closing table. Still, to this day, there are agents that will take a listing and then they are gone. They won't communicate. They won't say what's wrong. Why isn't it selling? Nothing. I still talk to this day sellers who say, I didn't hear from them. I called them up after 2 months going, what's going on? It still happens today. Truth number 7. Sellers think that buyers will just look past the worn out carpet or the outdated bathrooms. They won't. They see everything. It's almost like they have a magnifying glass just going every inch of the house going, what's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? Wow, that. They see everything. But still to this day, sellers think they'll look past it. That's not a problem. It is. Buyers don't pay for potential. They pay for certainty. When buyers walk into your house and they see a project that they're going to have to take on and pay, they just don't subtract the cost of the repair. They inflate that cost 2 to 3 times more than what it really costs because of risk and the inconvenience that they have to do this. If a repair costs you $5,000, the buyer will hit you with a $10,000 price reduction on their offer. I've seen it over and over again. Fix it now or pay for it twice later. It's up to you. Truth number 8. The market will punish wishful pricing very fast. Overpricing to leave room for negotiation is a myth that will kill your momentum once you hit the market. The very first 2 weeks you're on the market is your best chance of getting top dollar. When you overprice your home, serious buyers will look at it, realize it's a bad value, and pass it over. And by the time you finally drop your price down to where it needs to be, you're old news. Buyers are already wondering, it's been on the market a long time. What's wrong with it? What's wrong with it? Finally, the last and most important thing I've learned in the 16 years, finding a buyer is only 20% of the work. The real work starts immediately after you accept an offer. The 30 days between you accepting the offer and getting to the closing table is where the real hurdles and the real work begins. Appraisal issues, inspection repairs and negotiations, dealing with buyers agents, financing hitches, dealing with lenders, hiccups, hurdles, keeping buyers in the deal. This is where my 16 years of experience comes in hand. I'm not there just to find a buyer. I'm there to hold your hand to get you to the closing table, to put the check, the money into your hand in your pocket. I've been doing this since 2011 and I've survived it all. The ups, the downs, the madness, the crazies. I have experienced it all. If you're thinking about selling and you want to talk to me and not just give me a listing, but for me to help you get you the most amount of net, drop me a comment or reach out to me. I'd love to help you out and be a resource to you. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like and subscribe button. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next video.